American 472 Oscar, 1 star, 32017. Did you see that?
Fire Command. The accident happened in the river. Both the helicopter and the plane crashed in the river.
First and most importantly, I'd like to express our deep sorrow about these events. This is a difficult day for all of us at American Airlines, and our efforts now are focused entirely on the needs of our passengers, crew members, partners, first responders, along with their families and loved ones.
A devastating collision between an American Airlines plane and a Black Hawk helicopter has triggered an extensive search and rescue mission, with dive teams scouring the Potomac River for possible survivors. American Airlines Flight 5342, which had taken off from Wichita, Kansas, was in the process of landing at Ronald Reagan International Airport in Washington, D.C., when it crashed into a Sikorksy H-60 Black Hawk helicopter at 8:48 p.m. A U.S. Department of Defense official confirmed to CNN that the helicopter was carrying 3 soldiers at the time. The Metropolitan Police Department, in coordination with the D.C. Fire Department and emergency responders, has launched an operation in the Potomac River to locate victims. Reports indicate multiple fatalities, and as of now, no survivors have been found. The crash has led to a temporary suspension of all flights at the airport while rescue efforts continue. Meanwhile, officials within the Trump administration are closely monitoring the situation. The newly appointed Transportation Secretary, Sean Duffy, stated on social media that he is currently at the Federal Aviation Administration headquarters. 1. How many people were on board? American Airlines confirmed that Flight 5342 was carrying 60 passengers and 4 crew members at the time of the crash. The Bombardier CRJ-700 aircraft had a maximum capacity of 65 passengers, as per the airline's website. The airline released a statement expressing concern for those aboard and pledged full cooperation with authorities to aid in emergency response efforts. A hotline has been established for families seeking information about their loved ones. Additionally, defense officials reported that 3 soldiers were on board the military helicopter, which is often used for transporting senior Army officials around Washington, D.C. 2. Origin of the aircraft. Flight 5342 departed from Wichita Dwight D. Eisenhower National Airport at 5:18 p.m. and was scheduled to land at Reagan International at 9:03 p.m., according to flight tracking data. The Black Hawk helicopter took off from Fort Belvoir, Virginia, and was engaged in a training flight at the time of the collision. 3. What happened? As the American Airlines plane was making its final approach to runway 33 at Reagan International Airport at approximately 300 feet altitude, it collided with the helicopter. Air traffic control recordings reveal that a controller asked the helicopter pilot, PAT-25, "Do you have the CRJ in sight?" referring to the passenger aircraft. Seconds later, another pilot is heard asking, "Tower, did you see that?" following the impact. The crash reportedly split the aircraft in 2, causing it to plunge into the Potomac River. The Black Hawk helicopter was left inverted and in an unstable condition. 4. Were there fatalities? CNN sources confirmed multiple fatalities, and no survivors have been located so far. CBS reported that divers have recovered 18 bodies and are investigating 3 debris fields. 5. What did witnesses see? Eyewitnesses provided dramatic accounts of the crash. Ari Schulman told NBC News that he initially saw a plane about 120 to 150 feet in the air preparing to land. Moments later, he noticed something was wrong, describing the scene as resembling a giant Roman candle with sparks flying from the front to the rear of the plane. Ray Best, a federal employee, reported hearing a loud noise before spotting a spark and an object falling. Abadi Ismail recalled hearing 2 loud, unfamiliar bangs that sounded like a war zone before seeing smoke. Security footage from a nearby Kennedy Center camera captured 2 sets of aircraft lights merging in a fiery explosion. 6. American Airlines response. American Airlines CEO Robert Isom shared a heartfelt message on social media, expressing deep sorrow over the incident. He emphasized that the airline's priority is supporting passengers, crew members, first responders, and their families. Isom assured that American Airlines is working closely with local, state, and federal authorities, including the National Transportation Safety Board, to determine the cause of the crash. The airline has deployed its care team to assist victims' families and has set up a helpline for concerned relatives. 7. Rescue efforts. Authorities at all levels have mobilized resources to assist in the search and rescue mission. Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin confirmed that first responders from Northern Virginia, Washington, D.C., and Maryland have been dispatched to the scene. Maryland Governor Wes Moore also stated that the Maryland State Police deployed divers, and the state's Department of Emergency Management raised its Emergency Operations Center status. The FBI is aiding local agencies, and Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem announced that the U.S. Coast Guard is using all available resources to assist in the rescue efforts. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth added that the Department of Defense stands ready to provide additional assistance if necessary. Washington's Transit Authority has also deployed warming buses at the site to provide comfort to any potential survivors. 8. Survival chances. NBC chief meteorologist Doug Kammerer reported that the Potomac River's water temperature at the time of the crash was around 37 degrees Fahrenheit. At this temperature, individuals in the water can develop hypothermia within 15 to 20 minutes. The National Weather Service warns that sudden immersion in cold water can trigger panic, hyperventilation, and an increased risk of heart failure or stroke, particularly for vulnerable individuals. 9. Airport reopening status. Reagan National Airport will remain closed until at least 11 a.m. on Thursday, according to the Federal Aviation Administration. All takeoffs and landings have been suspended until further notice. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more updates on celebrity deaths and news updates.